What's up, little babies? We got the other little babies. Right there, Brandon on Mortal Kombat. I just beat his ass. I'm not bragging or nothing, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, this morning we talked about punctuality. Being on time. In case you don't know what that means. And I came up with some shit. You know, it sounded like bullshit at the time. It was probably bullshit at the time. But I said, I don't leave no man behind. That's why I'm always late. That's why I'm always last. Because I got to bring everybody in. And at first, it was kind of like some bullshit. But then I started thinking about it. Nah, I am just like that. You know what I mean? I remember when we were in boot camp one time. And the one time I was in boot camp, I should say. And they said, everybody get on back off the bus. Get on the bus. Get off the bus. And 20, 30 of us would have to get on the bus. When we were getting on the bus, the fucking CO or the sergeant would be pushing us in the back. Get on, get on, get on. So we'd be fucking crawling all over, fucking each other up, or whatever. Well, I noticed that.
There you go.
So I stayed in the back when they were trying to push us. And I grabbed both sides of the fucking door, right? And they tried to push, and I wasn't moving. They couldn't push me. They were little dudes. Just to let the people get on the bus. That's why I know that I'm like that. But anyway, I say that to bring up this because what somebody asked me about yesterday to bring up. Now, I know a lot of people, a lot of you ones that have recovered from addiction, recovered from lifestyle, or whatnot.
I don't know. We'll see.
You guys went to being a Christian, Muslim, whatever the case may be. But now you look at the one thing, I applaud you. Great, I'm happy for you. But what I don't get is, how you gonna do all that and then look down upon the people that were in the same spot that you were in before? And be like, ew, that's gross, ew, that's sick, ew, you know? Don't get it twisted. I did the same shit before. But that's not helping the situation. You're not helping your brother. And if you're a spiritual individual, whether you be whatever religion you believe in, whatever the case would be, that's not what you're taught. If you read your Bible, if you believe in Jesus, Jesus said when he was asked about coming for, he said, I didn't come for to heal the sick, or the people that were fucking healed and know the word. I came for the sick, the lame, the lepers, the drug addicts, the pimps, the whores, the thugs, the gangsters. Those are the people we came with, and those are the people we came and hang around with. Those are the people that needed help because they were broken.
Yeah, it was gonna be a combo. Boom, boom,
So,
boom, boom,
and I
boom,
realized,
boom, boom.
here's what I realized though. And I don't like to get in religion because I want to piss everybody off. But I know Paul says, do not come yoked with the non-believers. Become unyoked. Basically what he's saying, don't hang around unbelievers. Don't hang around these people. Cool. But now you have to ask yourself, did Paul come and give his life for he so loved the world? As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Paul didn't even walk with Jesus. Matter of fact, I'm positive Paul didn't walk with Jesus. He came after killing Christians. Paul used to be Saul. Then he's seen some miracle, whatever the case would be. I had scales falling from his eyes. Whatever.
Bro, you're so
But
big, man.
Here's what I don't understand. All his words, all his teachings, not all of them, but a majority of them, are about religion. But Jesus was talking about a way of
I
life.
could meet him. He
So-
won't match him though.
What I'm saying is, you have to make a decision and point of either a way of life or religion. And a lot of people can't take that. Hey, shut the fuck up with that fucking thing, bro. Look at the little baby. Look at the little baby. He's watching Cheetos. Well, I'm trying to spit some real shit. You know what I mean? But what I say is say this. Either choose the way of life or choose religion. Choice is yours. And don't feel like you're greater than art thou, because you ain't. Because most of the people that I talk to that are doing good into God, into the recovery, doing great, got houses, got whatever, they've completed their motherfucking life so well and they're far away from everybody. Don't get it twisted.
Good.
Because I know where y'all came from. I hung out with most y'all. You know what I mean?
Damn, he's 85.
I hung out with most y'all and I know where y'all came from. So
I've said it before.
if I know where you came from, don't you forget where you came from. Be there for your people. Support your people. Love your people. Regardless if they're fucked up. Regardless if they're high. Regardless if they're in prison. Regardless if they're in jail. Regardless if they're in sober living. Regardless of whatever. Regardless if they fall down and are struggling to get back up. You need to be that help to get them back up. You need to be that shoulder that they could cry on. You need to be that ear that they can listen to. You need to be that empathy that needs to understand. Because not only do you know where they came from, but you know how they feel. So, with that being said, don't push your people away and don't make them look less than art thou. Love them, care for them, nourish them, be with them. Okay? Love you, babies.
Good luck.